Hey, what's going on in this video? I want to talk a little bit about depression and some things you can do if you're like down in the end zone, like, thinking about leaving this place. If you're really depressed, I'm going to share with you some things that helped me. Yesterday was my birthday, and I couldn't help but reflect on the last 9 years of my life. I think about where I was 9 years ago, and I think about the times that I was sitting in the garage wishing I could just end my life, and leading up to the time where I was about to start my car in my garage. And I think about how far I've come. And it's quite mind blowing. I think if I didn't have if I wasn't worried about these weird things that I worry about, about like otherworldly things that I've been shown, I'd be doing pretty damn good. I've come a long ways. I've learned to open up my heart and appreciate certain things compared to how I used to be. And when I look back to when I was in that state, the one thing that stands out the most was the lies I was telling myself. If you're really depressed right now, I don't know if you're telling yourself this, but for me, I was telling myself there was no way out of the things I was experiencing. For me, it was like 10 things came collapsing down at once. I had an awakening after my mom passed away that I no longer thought it would be healthy to be in my marriage. However, 9 months ago, I asked this person to have my child. I realized I was balls deep in a job that was killing my soul, but I was trapped in this mortgage and I needed to pay the bills, living paycheck to paycheck. And I awoken to the person I'd become, and I realized that there was so much anger within me, that I had such this Jetwick temper, so quick to, a guy that ticked me off. I felt like I was not capable of healing and becoming someone that I was proud of. Biggest thing to getting out of depression is to acknowledge that the lies you are telling yourself are false. You can get out. You can heal. I've done it all. I quit my job. I got a divorce. I've opened up my heart, I haven't popped the dude in the face in a while that ticked me off, because I've learned to control my temper through meditation and breathing and all these other things. But the first thing you got to do if you're in the end zone of the red zone of depression is tell yourself that yes, whatever situation you are in, you can get out of. And sometimes we're depressed because of the way we view things, of things that have happened in the past. And I know there's some exceptions out there that are really hard to accept that happened. I don't have the answer for everything. But I do know, losing my mom, the way I saw it back then, now, I have memory of the other side. I've seen things and I understand how it works. And I'm just like, life and death is a natural cycle of life. I'm never going to get beat up over, someone passing the way I did with my mom. I grieved for everyone when I lost my mom. Years and years of grieving. The next thing that I would say if you're in the red zone of depression is music. Okay, you have to become the observer of your thoughts. And when you do this, you will find that certain music absolutely affects you in a way that you just can't listen to that music anymore. So create a playlist of music that makes you happy and just replay that over and over and over again. Okay, become mindful of your thoughts throughout the day. If you're constantly thinking of something that's dragging you down, either fix it or think of it from a different perspective, or change it, or do what you can, right? A lot of time people think they get mad at themselves. I remember my perspective on depression so different. Looking at it, how I thought about it back then, I was like, man, there's something wrong with me because I'm depressed. There's something wrong with me because I don't feel good. But yet it was this depression inside me was like a self-defense mechanism. It was telling me that changes needed to happen. You're not supposed to feel good if you're stuck in a marriage that's unhealthy for you. You're not supposed to feel good if you're stuck in a job that's killing your soul and you're living paycheck to paycheck. And so once I made those changes, that stuff went away, right? So changing your perspective on depression and not being so hard on yourself that you're upset for the situation that you're in can help you ease up on yourself a little bit. And that helped me. When I went on my healing journey, I had to quit drinking. I quit drinking for 7.5 years. I've gone back to responsible drinking. You know, I'll have 2 or 3 glasses of wine, but I used to have no off switch. You know, I wanted to get drunk almost every single night, blackout Friday, Saturdays, right? What I've noticed is that the things in your life that gotta go, gotta go. So what addictions are you using that are not helping you grow? And also, you know, the food you eat, the quality of the food you eat is gonna make your body feel a certain way. Are you taking your vitamins? Are you drinking healthy water? Are you still drinking tap water full of chemicals? Pay attention to all these things. And also, you know, when I quit drinking and I became a vegetarian from being the party guy, shots guy, meat on the barbecue guy, loving meat, loving steaks, you know, I realized that I had nothing in common with my current friends at the time. And so this healing journey that I was going on had to be done alone. And since 2013, I'd go as far as saying I probably win the Guinness World Record for most time spent in a garage willingly. I've gone hermit mode to go within and do all the healing, and that meant saying goodbye to people that were living my old lifestyle still. So you do what you got to do. You become selfish, because when you're at the point where you're like, my life's so miserable, I'm going to kill myself, you have to stop giving a shit about what other people think. And that's a beautiful thing. I really don't give a fuck about what anyone says. You got a problem with me? Stand in line. I tried to kill myself, so don't talk to me about having an issue with me. You know, I graded myself and I sentenced myself to death. Anyways, number 1, stop telling yourself these lies. Know that you can get out of depression. Number 2, start becoming mindful of your thoughts, the music you're listening to, how it's making you feel. Number 3, eliminate the shit that needs to be eliminated, whether it's addictions, people in your life, friends, family. You know, you're going to Aunt Jenny's every Wednesday night for dinner that you don't want to be going. It's making you miserable and you're already depressed. Stop going to Aunt Jenny's. Stop being a people pleaser, trying to please other people outside of you. When you're in this state, know that you have to become more inward focused and start making yourself happy. Do you enjoy massages? Can you go for a massage? When's the last time you took yourself out for a nice walk to that park with a coffee or whatever the heck it is you drink? Start, you know, go buy yourself a little gift that you can afford. You know, be nicer to yourself, be easier on yourself, change your perspective about depression. You know, it's there to tell you there's changes needed. So do all these things. It's going to help you. It helped me. That's all I can think of at the moment. Help more people see this video by sharing. I'm not sure the YouTube algorithm is on my side. It might talk about too much weird shit. I need your help for more people to see this. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you in the next one.